Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm doing a book chat on The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. This is a really good book. The world in this book is called the Seven Satrapies. So before we get into anything else, we're going to talk about the magic system. If you know, if you've watched my videos before, you'll notice that I talk about, it has a really interesting magic system. And this one has one of the most unique ones I've seen in fantasy. In this world, you use your perception of color to draw Luxin into yourself, and you release it from yourself and draft whatever you need. So it could be anything from a wall to armor to protect yourself, a sword, whatever you need. Some drawbacks to drafting: you are only as good as your perception of color. So say you are not a full spectrum polychrome in your vision, like one type of red looks exactly the same as a different type of red. That's not good for the longevity of your Luxin. Draft anything that's going to be around for a long time, you to draft it in the middle of the color. So say you are trying to draft a wall out of yellow. Well, your vision needs to be able to pick out the middle of yellow. So let's say like really bright yellow is over here and like a darker yellow is over here. You need to be in precisely the middle for it to stand and not weaken or decay, for lack of a better word. Another drawback is that your Luxin controls your mood. So say you draft green. Green makes you wild. Red makes you feel angry. If you draft super violet, which is a color in this, you are completely emotionless about things, completely removed. Another limit to your drafting is how much you draft. Whatever color you use shows up as a halo in your iris, and the more color you draft, the bigger the halo gets. If the halo ever breaks, you basically go insane. You're under the influence of whatever color you have. To prevent this in the world, there is something called the freeing, and basically it's ritualistic suicide. It's one of the really scary parts of this world. In this world, there is the ability to draw in natural sunlight and split it and make whatever color you need, but only one person has that ability, and that is the Prism. He is the political and religious figurehead of the society. Here's some backstory. The current Prism actually had to fight in a war called the False Prisms War, because there were two Prisms in one generation instead of the normal one, and the other Prism ended up being his brother, and stuff went down. Obviously he won. At the very beginning of the story, he gets the information that he has a bastard son. And after that, adventures happen. This is all I can really say without going into huge, massive spoilers, and I would not ever want to spoil you on this book because it's so good, and just experiencing and, like, finding out the secrets for yourself is such a big deal. Like, I love Game of Thrones. I love it a lot. I like first saw pretty much everything, all of the shocker stuff. I could see them coming pretty much a mile away. This, a lot of the reveals and the like stuff that happens, I was sitting there freaking out the whole time. I was just sitting there like, oh my god, this book, oh my god. And I would post about it online and just be freaking out over this book. It is so good. I think I like it more than, you know, a Game of Thrones, which I wouldn't necessarily say about a lot of books. So definitely check this book out. If you do end up reading it, let me know, and let me know how you feel about it. I gave it a 5 stars, and I hope you do too.